If you've ever worked in an office, chances are you've dealt with some degrees of printing problems. I know we have here, certainly. And it's no joke how much paper is wasted as a result. Joining me in the studio today is Belal Lehwany, founder and CEO of ePaper, a company that works with clients all over the world to cut down on paper waste. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, so let's begin. What does ePaper do?
Okay, ePaper is developing a software for secure management and cost saving of printing, especially in big organization. The principle is simple. When you send a job to the printer, you just send it and go to the printer and you pick it up. If there's a problem with the printer, if it's out of paper jam or something like this, you go back to your office, to your PC, you send the job again to another printer, and try to collect it from another printer.
And eventually whatever you send is probably going to print at a later point, right?
Yes. Later it will be printed, and especially if there is a peer-to-peer, it's called printing, so there is no one queue for the same printer. When they fix the printer, you cannot go to the spool in the print server and you delete the jobs in the server, because it's like peer-to-peer. There are a lot of queues in the pieces. The way we are doing it, and the new way we suggest, is that you have one printer. All the pieces have the same printer. When you need to print, you just print, okay? Then you go. Doesn't matter to which printer, you go, put your employee card on the printer, or your finger, or your code, and the jobs will come out. It will be pulled. It's called pulled from the server and printed to the printer. Before, it's called push. You send the job and push it to the printer. So with this, it looks simple, but you will get several things. First of all, your job will not be printed or documented till you came to the printer and push the job. This is give you security. So your printers will not be in the printer. The second issue, if you did not come to collect your jobs, it will be deleted. The system will be deleted, and this will save paper. The other issue, there is management. We know who print, what print. We can make a lot of rules on the printing and put a lot of rules for security. For example, we are aware of the content of the printer, so you cannot print something which is called secure or
right.
You know.
Now, this is interesting because I do remember that when I was in university, we had a similar program. I think it was called
Paper cut.
I don't know. I can't remember now, but you never actually think about how much that helps save paper waste, which is a huge issue. I mean, we waste so much paper on a daily basis. I'm sure that you guys have some statistics about that.
Yes, according to Gartner, printing cost is something like up to maybe 3% of what is the income of organization, and it's huge.
Which is unbelievable.
Yes, unbelievable.
And then you're not even thinking about the environmental impact of printing and wasting so much paper.
Yes. First of all, the issue that you know that your print jobs and what you are printing, it's someone is monitoring and know how much you print, and what you print, it reduce up to 10%. Also, if you have a job that is belong to the work or to the job you are doing in the business,
absolutely,
you think twice to print it or not to print it. Okay, and this is important.
Now, I mean, do you have any statistics about how much paper you're saving as a result of using a program like this?
Yes, our customers are talking about between 20-25% to 35%, and sometimes above. And this is a lot. This is a lot of money that we are saving.
It's unbelievable. I mean, now, what made you focus on this issue specifically? It seems so basic when you think about it, but as you're talking to me about this, I'm thinking, wow, I wish we had this implemented here in our own offices, because we deal with these issues every day.
Yes. In Israel, we have about 450 customers. We have a lot of customers in these secure places, like Minister of Defense, the Army, the Israeli aerospace industries.
Right.
This is, today with organization that we are, after we implement the solutions, they say how we print different.
How do we print differently before. Right?
And we have some calls, for example, from customers. They say, you know, I have a big problem. We are a big trouble. What happens? You say, we print and just go out. I say, you 20, 40 years, you are doing the same thing. That's, you know, they cannot, you know, imagine that this is...
That there would be a different system,
yes,
right? And it's hard to implement because people aren't used to having to carry
Yeah.
around an extra card to do that. So what is there to look forward to?
Yes, we are today we are developing a cloud that will enable you just from mobile, from tablets, from smartphones, from your PC, doesn't matter from where, that make the printing operations generic. You just print. You didn't print to this printer with this driver. Print, you go, doesn't matter, to your home, to your office, to the coffee shop, to the university, and pull your jobs.
Interesting.
And this is what we are developing now. We have some patents on it, and
well, it looks like you guys are already having a lot of success, and
yeah.
I hope that we start implementing your software here in our own office. Thank you so much for coming in.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.